Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule, stop in and see what it is I'm up to. It is 8 o'clock in the evening, Tuesday, the 13th of December, 2022. Is that right? Yeah. Month almost halfway over. It is 62 degrees Fahrenheit right now in Jacksonville, Florida. Humidity's at 83%, and that would be 17 degrees Celsius. So, nice evening for the most part if you got, a sweatshirt or something on. So, I don't know if you can see or not. I'm parked here on the side of the road just because it's nice and peaceful out here and no dogs barking. And there's been a dog barking in the apartment complex behind me since early this morning. I don't know why it hasn't been taken care of, why somebody hasn't done something. But anyhow, neither here nor there. It's been one of those days today. Actually, since last night. I don't make any bones about the fact that I've been battered and bruised and broken and whatnot. So last night I had a sneezing fit. I don't know what got into me. I could not stop sneezing. But at one point I sneezed and my thumb started to hurt. I know that sounds crazy, right? I've got nerve damages in my neck and my shoulders. It affects my hands. So that's the only thing I can think of. It's like right there at that joint. It's sore. I don't know why. I've got problems even picking up my coffee cup this morning. Trying to pick up this. It's a little, you can feel it right there. Or I can feel it right there. So it just aggravating. I didn't do anything to it. Like, I didn't grab something. I didn't, you know, bend it backwards. I didn't smash it with a hammer. I didn't do anything. I sneezed. I've also got right down here at the back of my neck a little spot. It's just, it won't crack back where it needs to go. Uh, so, uh, nothing but a saying, it's nothing debilitating. So anyway, I came out. I've got all the supplies that I need to do this project. In fact, I made one up last night, very quick, and I wanted to go ahead and show what products I used when I was all out of Dollar Tree. So I went back to Dollar Tree. I went to Dollar Tree to get little videos of each thing. And of course, the main part, they didn't have it. I went to 3 different stores tonight, and they were all out of the container that I'm talking about. They had the bigger ones. They didn't have the little one. So while I was there, I was also looking for the products to do one of my garage Dollar Tree. Man, want to do one of the garage kitchen, the garage chef meals, Dollar Tree meals, and again, I was looking for. I got 2 of the products, but the third one, they all 3 stores were out of it. Just the little thing of taco sauce, you know. Um, but all 3 stores were out of that. I've got the ingredients at home. That's not the point. I've actually got a big jar that I'll be using, but I wanted to show that it can be done right out of Dollar Tree or right out of the gas station. So I'll stop at the gas station on the way home and see what I see there. I got to get ice anyway. Uh, but oh yeah, just it never seems to fail. And then somehow I was in the one Dollar Tree, and I usually hang my keys right there on that ring. That I use this to hang my phone around my neck. So my keys are also hanging around my neck. Somehow it must have hit the button on the side, and this thing had the button is active that you can if you push this button 3 times, hold it, and push that button twice, your phone calls Mars or something. I have no idea. Hold this button and swipe across the screen, and your phone will do God only knows what. So I don't like those options. Disables them. Anyway, it pushed a couple of buttons or something, and the phone went into talk mode. And I couldn't turn the volume down. I couldn't get it to do anything. It just kept saying double tap to do this, and then it was like um, next alarm set 2 p.m. Thursday. Uh, no Wi-Fi available. Wi-Fi available. Barometer. It was like, just shut up, phone. I ended up having to turn it off. So I sat out in the parking lot for a little bit, trying to figure it out. I know it's happened before. Supposedly, you push 2 buttons and it turns it off, or push the volume up and volume down button at the same time and push it twice and hold it. Or again, I don't know. I was almost to the Metro store when I got it to work, or got it to shut off. So aggravating. You're driving down the road and saying, you know, um, cable Wi-Fi available, cable Wi-Fi not available, cable Wi-Fi available. So I got to the phone store. I had them disable the button functions on both of my phones. So unfortunately, when they look at your phone, then they say that um, you have it set on do not disturb. The one set on do not disturb in airplane mode. They turned all that stuff off for me. Thank you. That stuff I wanted on. uh, the way my main phone is set up on do not disturb and blacklist, black ice list, black ops list, something. The only calls that come through are the ones that are on my contact list. So, like, the only people that get in touch with me are my kids, my dad, my brothers, a couple of close friends, and basically that's it. Leave a message or text, and when I look at the phone, I'll get that information. So, I hate telephones. I always have. I resisted having a landline for as long as I could, and the old miss finally decided that we had to have it because the kids were getting older and blah blah blah. So got the landline, and then I resisted getting a cell phone up until the old miss was diagnosed with cancer, and we were in and out of the hospital so much, and I wanted a connected device. So I actually bought my first phone was just one of the Walmart prepaid plans that I let the prepaid plan expire and just used it for the Wi-Fi connection at the hospital. And then it went on, and I upgraded, and now I've got 2 phones. I got the one I'm on now and the one sitting on the dashboard. So I make and receive less than 10 calls a month. So, for the most part, the kids and I text back and forth. My brothers and I text back and forth. My dad and I. Well, my dad not so much. My dad's actually one of the few calls that I do make, and he calls me occasionally. So, Dad's 85, 86. Uh, so texting isn't easy for him. It's not easy for me either. I do the voice to text and then have to go back in and correct more than half the words. But uh, uh, I am not tired. Should not be yawning. Anyhow, how did I get on that topic? I don't remember. Oh, just part of the day going. Yeah. So, uh, but other than that, not a whole lot going on. I need to go home here and consider going out and making dinner. I've got a couple of hamburgers thawed out, but I don't know if I want to do hamburgers. I watched a video earlier today, Katie Lee or something like that from the Food Channel. Um, she made a pimento cheeseburger. I like pimento cheese. I really do. And I've got a little bit of pimento cheese. But it got me thinking. I've also got shredded cheese. And then I've got my Wickles pickles, Wickles red pepper relish, which is made with red jalapenos. Got a little bit of a bite to it, not much. And then I have the Chipotle Ranch dressing. It's already got a little bit of pink flavor, a little bit of spice to it. So maybe I can mix that up and plop it on a burger. Maybe I could plop that up and eat it with a fork. So. Anyway, I did get, where is it now? A can of nacho cheese. And then I realized the other night that the ghost pepper chips are ridged. So they make for a good dip chip, where the oots are hotter, excuse me, but they're just plain chips. They break up too much in the dip. Not a real problem. You can just go ahead and break them all up and stir them into the cheese. Yeah. So anyway, I ended up grabbing that, and that cheese is part of one of the quick and easy Dollar Tree meals. So I'm doing a video on that. It's probably not tonight. Like I said, I've got a couple of hamburgers thawed out that I'll cook up. Probably use the Kamal that I cleaned because it needs to be seasoned. And what better way to season it than with some nice greasy cheeseburgers, right? Nice greasy hamburgers. Throw some onions down on there, and yeah. So, what kind of time we getting to? 15 minutes. I had a good time last night with the youngest daughter, and her two fellas, my son-in-law and my grand brat. Um, we went to a Mexican restaurant in La Palera, had a couple of burritos. Grand brat had some tacos and whatnot. The burritos were. We've been going to La Palera. There's like 4 or 5 of them around the area. Uh, we've been going there for quite a while. But the last couple times to this location, it hasn't been up to expectations. And with prices going up, it used to be you got a big burrito for like $10. Now it's a smaller burrito and it's $13, almost 14. I think it's $13.99. And then last night, I don't know, the rice and whatnot that was in the middle had too much moisture in it or something. And like all 3 of our burritos the tortillas were almost mushy. And, they were different types because I got a ground beef, the son-in-law got steak, and my brat got chicken. So they were all 3 different, but they all 3 had the same difficulty or the same problem. So, table was dirty. It was wobbly. Bathrooms were nasty, like nasty. I've been in cleaner gas station restrooms. So, yeah, that experience was less than spectacular. On the way there, we went by the house that they got under contract, which is cool. They sold their house last April. I think it was April, because they thought they had this other property locked in, and they would own it, be able to get in and do what they wanted to the property, and then move in and be in by September. Well, there's been some difficulties because the lady that owned the property um, has been put in a home, and she isn't capable of making a decision or whatever. And her husband had to get power of attorney, and blah 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 blah. So anyway, it's been dragging on and on and on, and here we are, 7 months later, something, and they still aren't in that property. So it's still an option for them, but they want to get. They've been living in a trailer, an actual travel trailer that they went and bought when they sold their house. They thought they were going to be in it 2 months, 2.5 months, 7 months later. So they went and they're buying another house. So we stopped. We saw that on the way out to the restaurant. Actually, we drove past it, and then the son-in-law circled back to the Jen Psaki, and we went and checked the place out. We went to dinner, and we were 3/4 of the way home when I was talking about Christmas lights, and he popped up and said, "Have you been out to see the ones with Leclerc?" I was like, "No." So we did another Jen Psaki and ended up out there, and that was really nice. They did a really nice job out there. Some of you all have seen the video. So, and I'll put I don't usually link in this my ranty type things, but I'll put a link to that down below. So, in the description box, whatever. But yeah, last night it was I mean, even though the food wasn't spectacular, out with the brat and the grand brat and the son-in-law, it's a good time. And then actually going out and going to the lights was nice. And the fact that they're getting another house, you know, that's always a good thing. So anyhow, Uh, Anything else that really? I guess that's pretty much it. I mean, I got some things to do. I'm gonna go home and see about doing this little project that I was talking about that I've been out running around getting the videos for. Put that together and then get the whole video together and get it published maybe tonight. So, yeah, we shall see. We shall see. But let me know what you think, folks. Give me a thumbs down or a thumbs up. Leave me a comment wherever it is y'all leave comments on your internet access device of choice. If you'd like to share me around your social media, that'd be fandoculous. You want to check me out on Facebook or Instagram? Uh, I'll try to remember. Put the links down below. I'll put the links to the Christmas lights and all that. But if your loved ones are nearby, give them a kiss and a hug. If they're not, give them a call. Hit them up on Facebook. Let them know you think about them. Let them know you love them. We ain't promised tomorrow, people. We ain't promised our next breath. So I see y'all again. I hope you have a fandoculous day. Sláinte, y'all.